Hello, this is Barry, and you're watching Barry and the PI. I know everybody's wanting to come and can come on February 10th, starting February 10th. And I know the flights are expensive and everything, but I don't think it's going to last very long. Airlines are hurting, trying to recover some of that money they've lost over the last 30 years. Uh, for those of you that are planning on staying here for a long time, moving here, uh, some of the things that you may need to bring with you, especially if you're moving here, like I did. Uh, you need to bring in important papers, legal papers. Uh, you've been divorced, you need to bring your divorce decree. You got married in the U.S., you need to bring that marriage certificate. Uh, Probably copies of your degrees and transcripts and stuff for your education, children's stuff, legal papers, things like that. Now, there's a lot of things that are hard to find, or the quality is just not very good here in the Philippines. Um, Before we left, started collecting stuff, gathering stuff up, and putting them in balikbayan boxes and shipping them over here to our daughter and son-in-law, because they could store the stuff for us over here. That's probably what you should do, is find somebody that you trust, that you can mail all the stuff you want to bring with you. I think we had about 20 boxes of balikbayan boxes, large ones. And I put stuff that was important to me, like my rocks. No, I didn't bring the rocks in my head. I've brought the rocks that I've collected all over the United States that I wanted to keep. And plus my books. I had a very large book collection. I think might narrowed it down to maybe we got rid of some of it. But now another thing, if you're planning on buying a house or renting a piece of property, you might want to get, one of them is a lawnmower. If you're going to have a large place like mine, fairly large, it's 1,000 square meters, you're going to need a lawnmower, and a good one. You can get lawnmowers here, but they're not going to be as good a quality. I would recommend you buy electric mowers myself, but you're going to go to the Home Depot or Lowe's and have them ship it to you. Also, it'd probably be good to get you a chainsaw and ship it here if you plan on doing some yard work stuff. The chainsaw I bought here wasn't worth anything. It's pretty bad. So that's what I would recommend. Anything that you think you're going to need here with your house, take care of your house and your yard, you might consider shipping that ahead of time. I wish I'd done that. And but we bought one, and it was a much more expensive than what I could have gotten in the U.S. and better quality too. And so plan ahead and figure out what things that you're going to really need and really want here at your house, and ship it ahead of time. If you've already bought a house, then you can have it shipped to that house and have somebody get it and move it inside. Other things to consider is your money, banking, and stuff like that. If you get a visa, a permanent resident visa, you'll be able to get open a bank account. And there's a number, many good banks here. We opened an account at this in this little town of Alfonso, and we got to know the bank manager. And by the way, guys, she's pretty good looking too, and she's now single, but she does have 2 children that are, I think one's going into high school and the other's in junior high or something like that. So we kept our bank in back in Texas. I did banking at a credit union, Randolph Brooks Credit Union. So I had all my retirement funds and everything going directly into it, and then I just go and get on the computer and transfer the money, how much money I need, to this bank here. That's worked fine with us. The bank card that I had, credit card from the bank, they blocked it one time. And I contacted them, and they said because it had where I'd used it, it had data problem. So now I'm going to open up a bank, another bank here, a BDO bank, and have my Social Security and probably my VA disability deposited into that, direct deposit. So I'm working on that now. You can set up a Charles Schwab account. They'll give you a credit card, and your money can be deposited into that. That's another way for you. You might look into that. Forex accounts, you can set up one of those and have money going into that. But yeah, if you get an SRRB visa, then you'll be able to open up a bank account. As a matter of fact, you have to open up an account. The one I got, courtesy type, I had to deposit $1,500 into that, and it's set up. It's money market or dollar account or something like that. I don't know what they call it. Uh, and I think if you get a 9A or something, the other permanent resident, and you're married to a Filipina, you can open up an account that way. As I say, things are hard to get here, even with Lazada and Alibaba and all of that. And the quality is better in the U.S. You get stuff that you think you're going to need for your home and yard. To get your visas for the SRV visa, you need to get a clearance from law enforcement clearance from your country. I didn't have to do that. It looked at me and said, "How old are you?" And I said, 76, 75, 75. No, you don't need that. Hey, that was good to me. So, if you're a younger guy, be sure to get that before. It'll save you time and money getting it and bringing it with you. You also have to go to one of the hospitals. You can do it at just about any of them in Manila. And we went to the one in Novaliches where we were staying at the time. I'd rented a condo. Maida's sister found us a condo. Of course, it happened to be close to where she lived. And so we went to the doctor. I had to get a blood test and chest x-ray and then a psychological exam. Now, the doctor at this particular hospital was young and very good looking. So if you want to, maybe me, and she was single too, and so maybe you might want to stop by that hospital and get your psychological exam done. It was mostly memory stuff, you know. You'd read off 5 words and I had to repeat them in the same order. You read them off and stuff like that. So I barely made it. But the problem is, I mean, you could actually get those things done very quickly, except for the traffic. I mean, it takes you, you probably can't see it, but it's raining right now. Why didn't it rain earlier? So it's just sprinkling, really. It's not coming down too hard. But, yeah, so those are some of the things you have to do. And you have to go open up your BDO account for your money to the PRA, which you have to deposit to them. And I think those are most of the things. The NBI exam you had to get your fingerprints done. And they have a desk upstairs that handles foreigners. So you can just go up there and you don't have to wait as long. If you go pass by as huge lines down the first floor, that's not where maybe I better let me adjust this a little bit. So that's what you get to do for the SRRV. And once it's all done, it's usually pretty quickly you'll get your visa. And we had, well, I was doing this. My wife had to get her dual citizenship. So we had to go to the Bureau of Immigration to do that. Hers took longer than mine. I don't know why. She didn't have to do as many things. She didn't have to have a health check or anything like that. But yeah, be sure to bring your papers, your personal papers, your wedding certificate, and divorce certificates if you've had them. Is this showing up on my? You see the rain? It's not real hard. It's just the light rain. But I think I better shut this off now. I think I covered most of this stuff too, but think about what you're going to need and then buy it over there and send it over here. Maybe you have a daughter or son who lives over here, or sister or parents that can take in those balikbayan boxes and ship the stuff that's really important, stuff that you want over here. And they'll be happy for it. All right, that's about it. Rain's still coming down. Good for my yard. So I'll let you go now and have a great day. Stay safe. Get vaccinated. I got my boosters last Saturday and had no real side effects. So I was tired the day afterwards and the arm was a little sore. So that's about it. I gotta get out of here. All right. Daddy has to go. Lily, follow. No butter. No butter. Butter out. Out, butter. Nope, butter out. Butter out.